Imagine hiding inside the landing gear of an airplane. No seat, no air, no warmth. Just freezing metal, strong winds, and almost no oxygen. For most people, it is impossible to survive. But a 13-year-old Afghan boy did exactly that. He made it all the way from Kabul to Delhi, not in the cabin with other passengers, but in the dangerous space known as the wheel well. His story is one of the desperation, luck, and survival against the odds. The incident happened on a Kam Air flight from Kabul to Delhi. It was just a routine 1.5-hour flight. But when the plane touched down at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport, ground staff and security noticed something unusual. A boy was walking on the taxiway, dazed but alive. He was not a passenger. He had hidden himself in the aircraft's rear landing gear before takeoff and somehow managed to survive the journey in a place where almost nobody makes it out alive. To understand how incredible this is, we need to know what a wheel well really is. It is a hollow space where the plane's landing gear folds in after takeoff. It is not meant for human travel. When a plane climbs into the sky, the wheel well shuts tight, cutting off airflow. Temperatures there can drop to -50 degrees Celsius. Oxygen levels are so low that most people black out within minutes. Many who have attempted such stowaway journeys around the world have either frozen to death or suffocated. Very few have survived, and this boy has now joined that rare group. The boy, only 13-year-old, said he sneaked into Kabul airport and somehow climbed into the landing gear without being spotted. Once the aircraft took off, he was trapped in the freezing dark space. It is not clear how he managed to survive an hour and a half of near impossible conditions. Maybe the relatively shorter duration of the flight compared to longer international routes gave him a chance. Maybe his young body withstood the lack of oxygen better than an adult. Whatever the reason, when the plane landed, he was able to step out on his own, shaken but alive. Security forces, including the CISF, immediately detained him. He was questioned, medically examined, and later sent back to Kabul the very same day. Authorities also found a very small item inside the wheel well, a red speaker, that the boy had carried with him. For him, this was not just an adventure. It was an act of desperation, coming from Kunduz, a city in war-torn Afghanistan. He may have been driven by fear, poverty, or the hope of a better future. For people in such circumstances, even the most dangerous escape can feel worth the risk. This one boy's story points out to a larger crisis. Around the world, thousands of people every year risk their lives to cross borders, hidden in trucks, clinging into boats, or like in this case, stowing away in aircraft's wheel well. Many never survive. Airport security in Kabul will now face questions. How could a child slip through and reach the landing gear unnoticed? At the same time, the incident reminds us of the humanitarian emergencies that drives people to such extremes. What happened after his return to Kabul remains uncertain. But one thing is very clear. His survival is nothing short of a miracle. Scientists call it surviving hypoxia or hypothermia. Common sense calls it impossible. Yet this boy managed to endure the freezing air, the lack of oxygen, the crushing danger of being so close to the aircraft's wheel. His story has stunned aviation experts and touched ordinary people everywhere. From the frozen darkness of a wheel well to the bright chaos of Delhi airport, the child's journey is extraordinary. It shows us what human beings will attempt when they are left with no options. It shows us the thin line between life and death at 30,000 feet. And most of all, it shows us that even in the harshest conditions, hope can keep a person alive. This is Samaksh Namdev, signing off with a reminder to stay always safe. Thank you for watching.